The Stranger Alphabet.
A is for apathy. Meursault did not despair. When his case lost its appeal, he really did not care.
B is for breast. Maurice he loved to fondle. After spilling Arab blood, the lack he could not handle.
C is for cigarettes, Meursault's crippling vice. They had no use when in his cell after cruel rolls of the dice.
D is for disconnected, which is how Meursault felt. After the Arab's death, he was no different. That's how the cards were dealt.
E is for enigmatic, Meursault's view of others round. He never understood them, an effort he had not found.
F is for funeral. At his mom's he was quite bored. Looking back, he felt that no one had a right to mourn.
G is for guilt. For the Arab's murder, he had none. Leading to the guillotine, he did not care about what he'd done.
H is for harmony, others' greetings aggravated. Meursault did not like the pleasantries, he wanted cries of hatred.
I is for intimacy. With Marie he had not much. He remained the same, quite inept, but her breasts he wished to touch.
J is for the job Meursault dedicated life to. He aimed to do his missions, justice, no thought of who to go through.
K is for Celeste's kindness, but Meursault often did not miss him. After he defended him in court, Meursault wanted to kiss him.
L is for the letter that he helped Raymond write. He did not care about girls' liberty, just making friends that night.
M is for Masson, Marie, and such. They meant nothing and mattered none, if not equally as much.
N is for no God, a deity he didn't believe in. He kept his truth and nothing more. Religion was unimportant.
O is for old lady, whom Meursault considered strange. Her odd behavior was his own, both equally deranged.
P is for Paris, a home Meursault refused. His home became the prison after he was accused.
Q is for questions of which Meursault was never fond. He quit trying to understand their point and felt no need to respond.
R is for reporter. He saw through his disguise. It was then he knew he was the same behind robotic eyes.
S is for the sun, Meursault's one emotion in his life. His anger made him choose a path of murder and of strife.
T is for telegram to know his mom had died. Seeing her lying in her tomb, Meursault had hardly cried.
U is for unfit. He could not care for his mama. After her death he understood her. She was happy without the drama.
V is for voice, which Meursault never rose. To stand up was against his views. He was not one to oppose.
W is for woman. Meursault did not care who. When Marie had left him, he was all like, cool.
X is for expression, of which Meursault had none. When sentenced to execution, he had only one.
Y is for yesterday, not knowing when she passed. He didn't know the year she lived. He never thought to ask.
Z is for zeal, an approach not chosen by our hero. He didn't care then and hardly now. He changed almost close to zero.
This ends the Stranger ABCs and thus our project too. Meursault was a static man and barely changed his view. While he grew to understand his loving mother's life, he was bound to never comprehend another person's strife. Marie to him was just another beautiful device. To Raymond, Celeste, the Arab and more, he kept as cold as ice. And with himself he maintained an apathetic view. But now, dear viewers, we must bid a sorrowful adieu.